Alright, so imagine my surprise and I wake up and I see that Gudbranson has written an article about everything that's going on. If you watch my channel, you know Gudbranson's my favorite player of all time. Gets posted to the Florida Panthers and Co. group, which is a group that obviously supports my videos significantly. And I see the thread has been blown up, and the main reason it's blown up is because my father came in and told basically Gudbranson to stay out of politics. And then what we've all seen on social media immediately ensued, right? There are people calling him morons and alluding to him being a racist and all of these things. So I kind of want to clear and clarify things just a little bit. First of all, as far as the Gudbranson article is concerned, my favorite player of all time, I started this channel because I was pissed off that he got traded. I agree with most of what he says in the article. I'm not going to get into, every angle of it. Overwhelmingly, I agree with what the points he's making as far as what his experience of things have been. And I think that that is what everybody is asking people to do, is to take black people's experience and to recognize why they feel the way they do. Now, my father comes on and says, stay out of politics. And I've seen a lot of people who normally watch my videos jump on him. I know you guys, half of you maybe don't even realize this, my dad. Alright, here's the thing, okay? I do not necessarily agree with all of my father's politics. I don't think any two people really 100% agree with everybody's opinion. But I want to explain one thing to you, and hopefully you guys will maybe see this in a little bit of a different light. I grew up, my grandmother was Jewish, my grandfather was Latin, my dad, somewhat considers himself brown, okay, because we're half Latin, okay? We never, we don't care to classify people that way, but apparently that makes us brown. Growing up, I can tell you my experience, and that is that I know I never saw my grandfather treat one black person any differently. I never saw my father treat any black people any differently. I watched him have businesses and hire black people and be friends with black people and have them over for the barbecue, and we'd go fishing and it'd be white people and black people. I've seen my dad loan his expensive fishing equipment to black kids who didn't have anything good. I watched it happen. So the point is, I've watched throughout my own entire life, my grandfather, my father, not have just nothing there. They don't see the black, white, Latin, Cuban, brown. They don't see it. I've never once seen him interact with black people, brown people, anything any differently than he interacts with his own kids or his wife. Never. So, what's my father's reward in this? Well, this is why he says stay out of politics. Because what some of you don't want to understand is that his experience now is that it is politics. Because what's his reward for not being racist at this point? Go on social media, go on the regular mainstream media, and you are pounded with images and memes of how white, older men who are conservatives, guaranteed slam dunk racist. Okay? And now maybe some of you who are saying this isn't about politics, maybe you're not the ones who are posting those things. Maybe you're not posting things from websites called Conservatives Are Ruining Our Planet. And maybe you're not saying that all white older men are racist. But don't deny that that has become a political tool. Okay? Every day, my father has to look at his Facebook feed and see plenty of people berating him simply because he's a white, conservative male. So part of that is he is assumed to be a racist because of the color of his skin. Now that is his experience right now. That is what's happening in our culture right now. Now I'm not denying the black experience. I have black friends and I totally 100% agree that there is systemic racism and that many times they get treated differently. However, in defense of those people, you cannot in turn then do the same thing to people like my father, where you just assume that if they give their point of view from their experience, that somehow makes them a moron or a racist. You might disagree with them, but are you really going to sit there and disparage somebody for just voicing what their experience is? Because that is exactly what you're asking people to do with black people. You're asking us to listen to their experience, what they've gone through in their life, and understand why they have the point of view that they do. And I agree with that. However, that has to be the truth for everybody. So to my father, he was a freaking hippie, okay? He had the flower children wedding and the whole damn thing. Look at his Facebook picture. That's not now, okay? That's from when he got married, almost 50 years ago, all right? He was a freaking hippie. He was a liberal most of his life, at least back then anyway, okay? I'm going to tell you right now, I can 100%, I will stake my reputation on it, the man is not racist. I've never seen him treat black people any differently than white people. And in fact, I've seen him treat, like I said, especially on the fishing pier, I've seen him help people that did not know how to catch fish, because we kind of had a secret, a family secret of how to catch the mackerel while the rest of the pier didn't do it. He didn't care what color your skin was. He'll be like, come here, let me show you. Let me show you how to do it. All right? Never heard him use one racial epithet. Nothing. Nothing, nothing, nothing. And yet, however, the politics of today have made it so that an extremely high percentage of people assume he's racist just because of his age, his political leanings, and the color of his skin. So what I'll say to you, calling him a moron and alluding to him being a racist and to outing himself, what I would say to you is look in the mirror and make sure that you're not doing to my father exactly what you're accusing people of doing to black people. Because if you're going to assume, because my father is a conservative, that he's a racist, then you may as well say the same thing about black people, because we don't want to lump the good black people in with things that maybe extremists do. We don't want to lump people in like my father, who's not a racist, with older white men that might happen to be. You can't pick and choose who you're going to generalize about. We either give everybody the benefit of the doubt and everybody gets to experience life through their own eyes without judgment, or we only pick certain groups of people who get to experience life that way, and the rest of us don't get to say what we want to say. So that's all I had to say about that, because, you know, oh my God, it's frustrating, because I see this play out time and time and time and time and time again on social media. Man, stop generalizing everybody by the color of their skin. I totally get it. Okay? But it goes for more than just black people. It goes for everybody. If you don't want people to judge black people because they're black, and you don't want to be judged because you're a liberal, then you have to afford white male conservatives the same damn privilege. Everybody gets to be what they genuinely are, not what you assume they are because of the color of their skin or their political affiliation. And that's it. That's all I have to say about that. If some of you don't like my opinion on that and don't want to watch the videos anymore, there's nothing I can say about that. All I know is my grandfather, my father, myself, we're not racist. Hell, I'm not even what you would consider a conservative. My father is a conservative. But that don't make him racist. Alright? So, if you're going to go posting Black Lives Matter and go posting things from the black point of view and saying we need to listen to these people, then make sure at the same time you're not disparaging conservatives just for being conservative, just for being of an older age, or just for being white. Because at that point, you are being hypocritical. And that's why my father is saying, leave the politics out. Because to him, it is politics. Because all he sees all day long is one political party calling him racist simply because of his political leanings and the color of his skin. So that's all I had to say, guys. Thanks for watching.